All right, and we are back in. Happy Monday. What is going on out there? We back in the Trell Count. Happy President's Day. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. I know I did. Hey man, I'll tell you what, man. Hey, let's jump right into it, man. We got a loaded pod.
Yeah,
First,
we do.
of course, obviously, we just finished Monday Night Raw, a crazy Monday Night Raw. But hey, man, before we jump into all that, let's talk about the NBA All-Star Weekend. Man, first of all, I was kind of disappointed.
It was trash. Let's be honest.
Man,
Let's be honest,
come on, man.
bro.
Hey, but you know what, man? They were here in LA, man, and I was gonna buy tickets. But first of all, the timing confused me because of the fact that I thought it was gonna start at like 4. I swear, because originally when they first announced it coming to LA, because it was everything was at Intuit Dome. And I thought that's over in Inglewood. That's
right.
which I've where the Clippers play, for anybody who doesn't know about that. But I was gonna go and I thought it was gonna start at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock or something like that.
Right.
And then they moved it back to like 1:30 because of the broadcasting. It was because I think this Olympics, man, is messing everybody's schedule up.
Yeah, man.
I love the Olympics, but I'm just saying, when it does happen, it just causes chaos with broadcasting. So they switched it, and I got busy, and I ended up not going. I just went home to watch it. But when I got home, it was on Peacock. So I turned on Peacock at like 4:45 or 5 o'clock, and when I turn on Peacock, it's like, oh, this event has ended, and I'm like, no, this event should be starting. So then,
because I think the All-Star game came on around 12. I think 12 in the afternoon. Yeah.
See, I didn't even watch the All-Star game. I just watched the 3-point and the dunk contest. I didn't watch the All-Star game yesterday.
Yeah. So it came on around about like 12 something in the afternoon.
Who even won the All-Star game?
And you know what? I can't even really tell you.
I did not watch the All-Star game. I was like, you know what, dude? Like, the 3-point contest was the best thing they had going on. That was pretty decent. Keyshawn Johnson. Well, no, yeah. Was it? No, I'm not. No, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. It's not. It wasn't him. It was. I don't forgot. Oh no, I'm sorry, Damian. Yeah, I'm fucking tripping, dude. Damian Lillard won the 3-point shootout.
Oh, he won the 3.
And he had straight up ice in his veins, dude. Like straight up ice in his veins, for real, dude. Like he, but you know what? Devin Booker should have won. Devin Booker was like right there. You got to go back on Peacock and watch all the replays are up, but you got to watch 3-point shootout because Devin Booker was killing it, but he just choked. Basically, he had like the last opportunity to win the whole thing. He just choked at the end, dude. Like,
oh, damn.
I mean, he was only like, I think like 3 points off or something like that. That was crazy.
Well, I know for sure he gonna get his revenge in Phoenix next year.
Hey, but then, you know who should have been up in that thing, but he was hurt though. That boy Steph Curry. You know what? Because I think I don't know, man. Because Damian has won. This is like his 3rd one that he's won.
Yeah, it is.
And what's crazy is he's coming off an injury. He's coming off of Achilles. He has not played all season. Like that was his first time. That's what's crazy about it. That was his first time since being hurt, coming back on the court, and he comes out there and just wins it like it's nothing. It's crazy. And like that's crazy, dude. But like now, dude, next year Steph Curry has to come back. Because you're right about Steph. You're right. Those three. I don't care about anybody else. Like those. Of course, they're gonna mix some other guys in there, but like those three got to come back. Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, and then Steph Curry. Those three got to come. Those three. I don't care who else you got in there, but you got to have those three. You
need somebody else good in this slam dunk contest.
So, dude, like, and then, dude, what's that? Jason Richardson's son, Jace Richardson. Oh my God, dude. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna dog him out because he had that one good dunk when he basically copied his dad's dunk from back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like the little. You got to go back and watch it. Like, but it's crazy. He's not that tall. He's only like 6'1" or something. Basically, well, I'm saying he's not that tall, but he's my height. But like, but I'm saying no, because I mean, but in the NBA, like my height, like I'm short in the NBA. Like the NBA is like freaking 7 foot 6'9", you know what I mean? Like, you know, so for the NBA height, he's short, like, but he got up there though. He did, and then yeah, Keyshawn Johnson ended up winning. I think he's from is he from? I could be wrong. I think he's from Miami. But yeah, he won. He ended up winning the whole thing. Like
he won off. Bronny was going to be in it, but
dude, Bronny should be in it next year.
Maybe he'll do next year.
But like, yeah, he basically won off mediocre dunks though. Because that one kid, dang, what's his name? Bryant, or what? Not Bryant, but it was no, it was this kid named Bryant, like whatever that one kid's name was that was from LA. I forgot his name. He was in there, and he was doing pretty damn good. But it's just that he had this crazy complicated dunk that he was trying to get off. He couldn't get off, and then he ended up just doing some basic dunk at the end that wasn't good enough to win. And so that pretty much just gave Keyshawn the win, like pretty much, like gift wrapped it. So that's what kind of made the end. The whole thing didn't really suck. Like there were a couple of good dunks,
right.
But for the most part, like nothing really made me like that. Now there was a couple of ones that made me like, oh, okay, like you know what I mean?
Right.
Like Keyshawn had one where he got up so high, it was like a windmill to the side, and his head was like up there, like almost like hitting the backboard. That was crazy. Damn. It was a couple of crazy ones. He brought out E40's old ass. And E40 comes out there wearing like this leather pimp suit. Like you gotta watch it, bro. I mean for real. I mean it's LA. So
right.
E40, you know what I'm saying? Tell me when to go. Ooh, look at ass. Comes out there with a red leather suit. He's got
I couldn't imagine. I ain't gonna
lie, he had this nasty ass chain on. It was nice. Like with the E40, he had an E40 like iced out chain on, you know, little beanie on. He was fresh. I ain't gonna hate on E40. I tell him I like E40. I listen to E40 growing up, but it's just funny because he comes out there and then Keyshawn jumps over E40. I mean, he does clear him and he dunks it. And it was that was a pretty good dunk. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just wasn't. Last year was much better. When that
I've heard
that white boy's name that won. Now he showed out because last year he jumped over a car or something, I think, or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that dude. Where's he at? He should have came back. Dude. I don't know where he's at. I gotta look it up. I freaking forgot his name, man. I have to look it up now after this pod. But anyways, and then like I guess if you want to call it like the halftime performance they had or whatever, if you want to call it that, like the mid-show performance. Because I'm not going to call it a halftime comment. It wasn't even like a real game, but it was an event. But it was the event performance. So Ludacris, that boy Luda coming out there.
Oh, Ludacris.
Comes out there with the Atlanta Hawk jersey on it. But the only problem is, bro, and he did all like, well, not all, but he did like a couple of his older songs, obviously. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then the thing is, bro, he had these crazy audio issues. You got to go back and watch it, bro. You got to go back and watch it. You got to watch it because, like, so the music was going on. He had the dancers and stuff like that. But I don't know how it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it sounded the same inside the arena. But like on TV, you couldn't hear him. Like he was going in and out. Like it was like you could hear a little bit, then it goes out again. Like it was so weird, bro. Like it made me think something was wrong with my broadcast, or maybe like it was Peacock or my TV, but it wasn't, like, because everybody was like, "Yo, we can't hear Luda." Like, and you could tell, like at the end, he looked like he was pissed, like, or like,
what was going on?
I will say, like, shout out to Luda. It was still through all that struggling. I mean, he was fighting for his life with the audio, bro. But the thing is that throughout all of that, he stayed 10 toes down. He still put a great performance on, even though, because you could tell, like, during the performance, he's saying stuff and he knows, like, it's not right.
Right.
And he's looking like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, he's still going, but he's looking like doing his thing, but he's like, yo,
what's going on here?
You know what I mean? But you know what though? The ultimate professional, ultimate performer, you know, just pushing through that and still putting on a great performance.
Yeah, and that's when you know you're a true professional in the music business, when you can, it's just like wrestling. Like when you mess up on a move or you mess up on a spot, you have to keep going through that to make the match, you know, look at least halfway decent or look at least look good. So that's why, you know, he a true professional in this game and been around for a long time. So
yeah, 100%, man. I was like, wow, that's crazy, dude. I was pissed off for him. I was like, what are y'all doing right now, man? Like, what's even happening right now? And then, dude, to go kind of forward, man. Here, so also in that made news, your boy Jey Uso was apparently voted the most overrated wrestler of the year, or by Wrestling Observer. I don't know. I don't even know who makes these votes. Like, I don't know how that even works.
So let me give you. So let me school you on who makes them. So there's this reporter. His name is Dave Meltzer. He's been around since Vince McMahon. So he's been around for many years. He's one of the top news reporters pretty much all time. Everybody know him.
Okay, yeah, I know who Meltzer is. So he
with
created
him, with his news, you know, you have to take with a grain of salt because sometimes he's been wrong, sometimes he's been right. You know, with this Jey Uso being an underrated wrestler of the year,
overrated.
overrated.
I mean, not really. I think he's a big.
I can't really say that. I can't
Well,
really say
my
that.
question is like, who's saying this? I get you're saying that it's. I mean, we know that Dave Meltzer reported it, but what I'm saying is like, who, like, what committee, like, who, what company, or like who made this into like a vote? Like, who voted? Like,
Well,
you know,
that's him. That's him himself that does this. He comes out with.
Decides.
Yeah, he's the person that makes up his own list.
I saw the article, but I was so confused because I was like, what?
He makes up his own list. He's done his like own top 10. If you go back and look at some of the lists, he'll come out every year with his top pro wrestlers, and he'll name them at the top, and he'll go from like 1 to 10, and
Oh,
he'll name the whole.
This is not like a poll that went out to fans.
Yeah, it's a poll that went out to fans.
So fans, so actual other people other than him voted for this.
Sort of, but sort of not. It's sort of his gimmick.
So really, to me, it's a bunch of BS.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna put it like, because he's the one that's doing it. So to be honest, it's what he puts on his list, who he thinks is the top wrestler. I think one time he had, who did he have? I want to say he had Mercedes up there. Well, he had Mercedes as the number one pro wrestler one time, which is facts because she had a good year that year. He been had Moxley up there before, so he's had a lot of people up there. So
you got freaking this guy. Well, I know who Meltzer is, but yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't call him overrated. I think he's kind of where Roman Reigns was back in the day, right now.
Right.
Where everybody felt like, oh, you're trying to force him on us, you know, with the eat thing and all this stuff. And I just feel like he's in that arena. I feel like he's eventually, like, he'll find himself in the right era, or maybe like the right storyline or something will happen. You know how it is, like where his perspective gets changed. I mean, maybe they need to. Well, I don't know. Maybe like so. I don't have a problem with the current product of Jey Uso, but I'm saying for the people that do, I'm pretty sure at some point the perspective will change.
So I'll tell you why they kind of say he's overrated. They're looking at, a lot of the fans are looking at, and probably Meltzer, he probably looking at it too, that Jey has kind of messed up a lot on some moves, on some areas in his matches. And so I think one time, so the match, bingo, prime example real quick. So the match he had with Tozawa and Otis, Well, one part in the match, he went and did his super kick to Otis, and I guess it didn't get Otis all the way like he wanted to, and it kind of went over his head instead of like kind of connecting or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And so that spot kind of got a little messed up. And so he's had a few other botches here and there in matches or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of a little example of why they kind of say he's a little overrated. So
yeah, I don't know, man, but yeah, I can see that. I mean, everybody has botches or whatever like that. But you know how, like I say, man, these fans are fickle, as I always say. Fickle fans. So overall, I like Jey Uso. I don't have a problem with him. You know, fans are gonna have their opinion, but I feel like, and of course, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, you know, there I go again, bro." Yawning on the pod. I don't know, man. Why I'm always so tired of people. You gotta forgive me. But anyways, yeah, I think people will always have their opinion, which people will say, "Oh, well, you know, we're the people that invest into the product." So, you know, but here's the thing. A lot of the people that claim that they should have a say because they're a fan aren't really real fans. Like a lot of them are casual watchers. A lot of them really don't even invest shit into the product. Like if you ask them when the last time they bought merch, when's the last time they went to an actual show? Even when they do watch the show, a lot of these people are stealing or like streaming illegally, watching or VPNing, which at that point you don't even count for the ratings. Or you're logging into like your friend's Netflix or whatever to watch it or whatever you're doing, right? So where are you investing into the product? And there's a lot of people out there like that. Now, if you're like somebody like myself and you know, we're at WrestleMania every year. Like for me personally, I'm always buying merch from the WWE shop, not no bootleg ass site. But and also like probably by the time Mania is over, by April, I will have already been to about 10 shows this year. By April, I will have been to 10 shows. And we were not even halfway through the year. Okay. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that I invest into the product. So you invest also into the product. So I think fans like that, I think those are the level of fans that have the right to say certain things. That's just what it is.
Yeah, and that's just real quick, just like Theodore Long, like he was kind of saying on this podcast real quick, and he was just saying about, you know, how the ticket prices and stuff was, and he was like how, you know, it's forcing families. He was just talking about families in Pacific.
No, he's on my nerves. He's just mad because what's he even doing right now?
Sitting at home doing the podcast.
He just wants to be relevant.
I know, right?
He sounds as bad as like these broke ass fans that can't afford to go.
Right. And I was like, and I sat up there and I was reading and I was like, okay, but I was like, they could, to me, a family could still go, you know, if they save up their money, do what they got to do. Of course, they got to take care of home first or whatever the case is. But I was like, yeah, they could still go. But he was just talking about how they was forcing families and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, poor Theodore. He just doing his podcast now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm over people like that. And it's one thing because it's hard to fight the fight. And I say the fight because you have this one side of a lot of these fans here's the thing, right? And I you know, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I've already said this so many times. You know, it's just so old. It's like talking to a brick wall and saying the same thing every day. Because okay, you're saying, first of all, I don't even know where to start, right? Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. So basically, okay, the word expensive. What's expensive to somebody, to one person, is not going to be expensive to the next person. And this is not me trying to make it sound like I'm better than somebody, because guess what? Once upon a time, I couldn't afford to go to WrestleMania.
Right.
Once upon a time, I couldn't, you know, but I worked my way up in my career,
right,
you know, to where I could afford to do things that I wanted to go do. That's just what it was, right? Never was I like, oh, even when I could, even back in the day, like people claim that these prices were so great. I mean, I know I couldn't afford them back in the day, even when they were lower or whatever. But even then, you never heard me saying shit like, oh, well, you know, like, you know, it's too much. No, like I didn't complain to anybody. You know, first of all, that shit wasn't on my mind, because what was on my mind was to level up my entire life. Your goal should never be, you know, oh, well, I got to be able to afford to go to this show. Oh, I got to be able to afford to do A, B, and C. No, like, or my whole goal in life is to be able to afford to go to a WrestleMania. Like that can be a dream of yours. Like, hey, you know, like once you can say, hey, you know what? Once your goal should be, hey, you know what? Instead of working fast food, I'm gonna get out of fast food and find a real career that I can sustain my life with, and I can enhance my overall life with. And then once I do that, to congratulate myself and to celebrate, then I will attend the WrestleMania. Like that's fine. But you to say, oh, my overall goal in life, because that's how a lot of them act. You know what I mean? My overall goal in life is just to not even a career, but my overall goal in life is to make enough money so I can go to WrestleMania. My overall life is to make enough money so I can afford WWE 2K26 and buy a PS5 that my broke ass had already had back in 2020, because it's a 6-year system. You know what I mean? That is ass backwards.
Right.
Yeah, you have a goal, but you have a goal for the wrong reason about stupid stuff. Because yes, when you are broke, WrestleMania is fucking stupid. When you're broke, video games are fucking stupid. Those things should not be on your mind. You have bigger problems, is to fix your life. Tickets, sales, whether they're rising, whether or not it's true, whether or not ticket sales are up from 2002 or whatever you're trying to compare, it doesn't matter. Right now, what matters is the problem at hand, the elephant in the room, and it is that you are broke. You are unemployed. You are. I'm talking to somebody right now. You're living in an apartment with 3 other clowns. That's the problem. You packed in there like, you know, I ain't gonna say that, but you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, bro. That's the problem. Like people are focused on the wrong thing. We should not be having a conversation with you. Me, a successful professional, should not be having a debate with you about ticket prices. We should not even be speaking to each other, and not because I'm better than you, but because of the fact that you shouldn't even have time to talk to me, because you out somewhere trying to get some money. You ain't even thinking about what I'm doing. You ain't thinking about no WrestleMania. You ain't thinking about no PS5, no 2K26, no none of that. Your mind is on fixing your life. That's where it should be. That's the big picture that everybody keep on missing. You can't even afford to have this conversation. That's the thing. Like, what you talking about? Like, you on the couch, living off your baby mama, you're unemployed, and you trying to argue with me about why it's not worth going to WrestleMania.
Yeah, okay.
Do you see how
what y'all looking at?
Go ahead.
Just real quick. I was just saying, then we're probably gonna move on from this subject.
Yeah, but you know me now. Don't get look, let me air it out. Don't get me hot. Don't get me hot on here. So you already know.
No, but I was just saying real quick. They was they're looking at the high prices. They're looking at the expensive seats. That's what they're looking at. And they're looking at what they're basically looking at, because I looked at the tickets and the tickets aren't even high. Like the tickets are like $200.
But see, so I'm trying to explain this to you right now. Okay.
Right.
Like, for example, the tickets that I showed you that me and you were looking at. So I said, hey man, look, the 2 nights, I think it was like at the time, because once the fees kick in or whatever, the two night combo tickets, you're looking at
to like 1,000 something,
maybe like 1,200.
Yeah.
Maybe something like, right? For us, that's fine. We can do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's nothing for us to do because we have the money. That is in. This is what I'm saying. This goes back to what I said in the beginning about what's expensive for me is not. I mean, what's expensive for you is not expensive for me because I'm in a different earning bracket. That's just what it is. I'm in a different tax bracket. That's what it is, right? So for me and you, okay, cool. 12, 13, let's do it. Because that's roughly about 6, 7 a night. Right. And we good. We're gonna be on the lower level. We're gonna be good. We're gonna have good seats, gonna have a good time. Done, right? Somebody who's broke, yeah, for them, they're gonna be like, oh, that's outrageous because they don't have nothing.
Right.
You can't make something affordable to somebody that doesn't have anything.
Right.
Even if I say, hey, you know what, man, I'm gonna cut this in half. It's gonna be $750 both nights. He's still gonna be like, oh, that's too much. And then he's gonna be like, I remember back in 2001, and then they sitting here lying about that and I got proof on that because matter of fact, I caught somebody in a lie because he said no, I did because he said that he went to WrestleMania in 2008, and then I forgot how much he said he paid, but I know he's lying. You want to know how I know? Because I was at that WrestleMania. Then actually, that was my first ever WrestleMania. That was in Orlando at the
Citrus Bowl. Right? The Citrus Bowl.
Floyd Mayweather fought Big Show. That was my first ever WrestleMania. That's how I know he's full of shit.
No.
And I called him out on it, and then he blocked me. What happened? Because they don't like getting called out. But whatever, man. Look, I told you before, we're not going to discuss broke people on my show, man.
Right.
I mean, that's their problem. They're going to be. I mean, you know, they're going to be at home debating it while we out there having a good time like we do every year. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that is going to WrestleMania, though, for real, though, in Vegas, hey, man, make sure y'all check out Wale Mania. Wale Mania, that's it's usually it's usually the Thursday of the weekend before WrestleMania. Well, the weekend of that Thursday going into WrestleMania weekend, it's always that Thursday night. You got to Google it and find the location of it. I think tickets are already on sale. But yeah, Wale, if you don't know who Wale is, the rapper Wale, he usually has his own event. He's a big wrestling fan. He usually has like a lot of the wrestlers are there. It's a good time. It actually don't even cost that much to go in. It really don't. And you'll go in there and meet a lot of wrestlers. And there's no additional cost to meet the wrestlers. Like once you're in, you can just talk to them. You can get pictures with them. There's no additional cost. This is not like an event they're getting paid to go to. You know, it's just a good time with friends. Like Wale is friends with a lot of talent from every brand.
Promotion.
You might see anybody up in there like TNA, AEW, WWE, New Japan. I remember like back in Dallas, I met some New Japan guys up in there. So every year there's always somebody cool to meet. And it's a very good experience. So if you're in the area, me and Jules will be at the event without fail. We're at Wale Mania every year. So if you're gonna check us out, come check me out. You know, I'll buy you some drinks, and we're gonna have a good time out there in Vegas. But anyways, we got to move on. 30 minutes here into the pod, but you know how we get on here. Y'all already know. But look, check it out, man. Monday Night Raw live on Netflix from Memphis. And man, we had a loaded one tonight. We opened up with LA Knight and the Usos, ended up taking on the Vision, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul. And man, the Masked Man showing up again and laying out Logan Paul. We're gonna jump back to that one in a minute.
Right.
The Vision ends up winning by a pinfall when Bronson Reed hit the tsunami on Jimmy Uso. He hit that one. And so, like I said just now, Logan Paul was talking shit to the broadcast crew there when like I said, the Masked Man just freaking, I don't know where he came from, man. He teleported. He hit that man, took him out, and he ran, and they chased him out through the crowd, man. But anyway, then we had Asuka versus Bayley versus Natty, a qualifying match, and we had Natty, the low-key legend, getting the job done, qualifying for the chamber. Shout out to Natty, doing the damn thing. I love this character. She's doing her thing out there. I'm sorry. I thought it was.
No, not Natty. It was
My bad.
Oscar.
Natty did.
Oscar
I guess in my
qualified.
mind, I wanted Natty to win. Damn it. But either way, still, I don't care. Shout out to Natty for a great performance though during the match. But my bad. Oscar wins by submission. So Oscar's entering the chamber instead. But man, I really would like Natty to go up in there. But
yeah, Natty should have been in there. I
don't know why I thought she won, but never mind. It was Oscar that got the Oscar lock there on Bailey. Bailey tapping out clean to the Oscar lock there. So Oscar enters the chamber match. Also, post-match, Maxine Dupree blindsides Natty on the stage, beats her down until the referee break it up. She's keeping
my hometown with the whip that trick.
Oh man, the whip that trick, man, just becoming a thing out here, man. I'll tell you, man. Backstage, Adam Pearce makes his own offer to Obafemi. So still people trying to sign Obafemi to those contracts. And then we had what was really big. We had a stare down. That boy Rusev coming up out of catering and staring down Obafemi. So, man, hey, man, let me get Obafemi versus Rusev next week, man. Check it out. And we had a sit down with Liv Morgan and Michael Cole. And then I don't know. I kind of checked out during that. I know Stephanie Valkyrie jumped in and said some stuff to her, but then by the time I looked up, Liv Morgan was crying. I don't know. I kind of lost that part.
So, and I lost it too, because first of all, I'm going to tell you, I love Stephanie Valkyrie. I think she's a great person, but I think they need to stop letting her kind of talk in Spanish a little bit, or they can just put the words on the screen or whatever. If she's gonna talk in her language, they need to put the words on the screen so people know what she kind of translating or saying. But later in the show, Cole was like, "Oh well, you can go and check out what Stephanie Valkyrie told Liv Morgan, on our WWE site or whatever the case is, and that sort of stuff." So she must have told her something, because she was crying. She was crying. So
yeah, man. So so basically whatever she said in Spanish, that's what set her off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So
because they actually, you know what? You're right. Because Michael Cole was saying some stuff. Like I know he was saying on if you go to the WWE.com or whatever, or the Instagram, they were going to actually tell you and translate what was said. Yeah. So I was kind of just, they do those little promos that try to get everybody to engage with the social media stuff. Right. Because now I got to go to social media to see what she said. Which I ain't doing all that shit. I'm just gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, I barely keep up with my own social media accounts. I'm trying to make content, and then you want me to watch yours too. You want me to? I do need to keep up with it. I might go check it out to see what she said, but I mean, it's still But my big takeaway from that interview was that she's still not committing to who she's going to go after at WrestleMania. So I'm really trying to see where they're going to go with this.
Well, I'm still sticking to the gun. I think she's gonna go with Valkyrie, but like I said, it's gonna be one of them triple threat matches, because Raquel, I just feel like, but see, I don't think Raquel winning it. See, I think that's where Charlotte Flair is gonna get in there and win that thing.
Why you did it like that? Like you don't want, but you know what though? I feel like they're gonna catch a little heat for that, because people might be like they're tired of Charlotte,
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking too. But then also we never got a Jade and Charlotte match, so it's something new. So I guess maybe people will suck it up, maybe, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, we'll see, man. Gonna be actually they made it a point too that they kind of pushed that. They were like, hey, this is the first time that Charlotte's been in a chamber.
Oh yeah, and that is facts. That is facts, though.
Most times her ass is already in the damn championship as the challenger or either a champion. No, so no shit. You know what I mean? Maybe for once, y'all didn't have the spotlight on her the whole time for once. You know what I mean? So, and maybe maybe she could just be added for star power. You know what I mean?
I think so, because the chamber is, not saying they don't have a lot of good wrestlers in it, but that's one of them star power that, hey, Charlotte Flair's in it. So
yeah. So check it out, Jules. CM Punk makes his entrance, comes out there, does the whole 9. Finn Balor comes out there with Dominic and your boy, the bobblehead, makes it back. JD McDonough. And man, he had me rolling, man. That boy CM Punk told him, he said, you coming out here with these guys, you trying to, whatever. He was like, you don't need these guys. He was like, look at this guy. You got this guy with 2 titles. He don't even defend them. And then you got your man's back here. He said, your man's back here talking about JD. He's like, your man's back here. His head's so damn big, he can't even get in the ring. And then right after that, like on cue, shout out to the Memphis crowd tonight because they were excellent. Right after, they just jump into the bobblehead chant.
No.
So that was gold, man. That was gold. I feel like at this point they got to come out with a bobblehead T-shirt for JD. It's got to be something like that, like a, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that was crazy. So that's just firing up. So now it seems like maybe, I think, because even in the back they kind of get into it. JD kind of, he's like, man, we're trying to help you out,
right?
And, whatever. And Finn Balor's like, I gotta do this on my own. So maybe obviously we know this belt's not changing hands. It's going to be CM Punk coming in as world champion versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So I think the way this ends is something happens in that match at the Chamber to where I think I'm predicting a Judgment Day, kind of just how the same thing that happened with Edge,
right.
Where it's like they're going to end up like turning on Finn Balor.
Yeah, something is going to happen.
And he's going to go babyface after the Chamber.
Yeah, and I think it's time for Finn Balor anyway to kind of move on from the Judgment Day.
And babyface.
Yeah, in the first place, he's been in there a while,
and I think the only other route to go after that would be Finn Balor versus Dom for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so if he doesn't get this,
he's not gonna get it. So
yeah, we know he's not gonna get it. So that would be his next option, to at least if you want to have a WrestleMania.
But if he did, that would be crazy. But you know what? Finn Balor was doing some name dropping tonight because he was like, hey man, I did all this stuff and I came in here and beat Roman on the first night. So I mean, that was a kind of a stray on Roman.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm reaching too hard, but I don't know, man. Like he name dropped Roman. Is Roman
gonna and this is why I'm saying
all that name dropping?
I'm thinking this is what I think.
You gonna address that on Friday?
Yeah, but I think he's gonna get in. But I think Finn is getting in. The way he's gonna get in is Roman is, like I said, Roman gonna come in. He gonna attack Finn Balor.
Oh, really?
And cost him the match or whatever.
He name dropped Roman. Like he could have cut that promo easily without mentioning Roman Reigns.
Right.
But he did. He was like, hey, I came here on my first night and beat Roman Reigns.
Right.
You know what I mean? But maybe, I'm just, again, like I've said on previous pods, with WWE, they drop these Easter eggs.
Yeah.
You have to be able to pick them up and pay attention to what's being said.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to say that. He could have been like, okay, yeah, I did all this. He could have said, hey, I came up through the ranks. I did the dojos. I did all this stuff. He didn't have to add. He could have said, I came in here on my first night and won the championship. That's it.
Right.
He didn't have to say, I beat Roman. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's dropping names.
Yep. He's dropping them.
I know my tribal chief ain't going to stand for that. Hold on. Who you think you talking to? like, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I mean, and again, I could be reaching. Maybe they just let that slide, but I doubt it. Like, I think it's at least, I don't know if it's going to turn into everything that you said and what I'm saying, but I know it's going to get addressed. At a minimum, it gets addressed. You know what I mean? Yeah. At a minimum. But I could see a situation where Finn Balor gets attacked by Roman, and Roman can say, hey, I didn't do it to help anybody, but I wanted to make sure I want to beat CM Punk for the world title.
Right.
You see what I'm saying or whatever. But I don't think that's kind of Roman's style at this point, but I could be wrong. So we'll see.
Yep. We'll definitely see what's going on with that.
We'll see. So what happens here? So then we have... we seeing the Kabuki Warriors with that storyline still going with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Didn't Rhea Ripley and Io Sky both make it into the chamber? Or no?
So Rhea made it, but Io Sky didn't. Yeah, she didn't make it.
Okay, they want to keep that team, going for a while.
Yeah.
And then of course we had Grande Americano versus Penta for the #1 contender championship. And then Penta wins by pinfall. So actually Penta's going to get his shot at, I would assume it's going to be Penta versus Dom at the Chamber. Or is that going to be next week?
Yeah, they could do that match if they really wanted to. Just to make it that undercard match.
He's gonna get a shot at this point.
Yeah, if they want to make that an undercard match, yeah, they can.
And then of course, AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, dude, that promo smack too, dude. That was crazy. It was like a night of promos for me, like, cause it was AJ Lee throwing a lot of strays out there at the roster, like she was name dropping. Hey, I want to fight everybody. I want to fight Rhea. I want to fight. It got real loud up in there when she said Rhea though. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Then she was talking about how, she mentioned the Divas Championship, about how she made the title, and basically saying that there wouldn't be a women's division today without her, which I totally agree. She's one of the people that created that, but she was a major part of that. But that's crazy. A lot of strays getting shot. But then Becky Lynch coming out there, dude. Coming out there and doing her thing too, man. Coming out there and telling, hey, look, I was out here, making history. You was writing comic books. That was real crazy. That was real crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was comic. She got her with that one.
Yeah, comic books is crazy right now, dude. So yeah, and obviously, Becky playing the cowardly heel, not gonna, attack AJ Lee to her face or nothing. So she's like, I'll take care of you later. That's gonna be a really good match at the Chamber, I feel.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, because that one's gonna be a real good one.
What you got?
I don't think.
I thought your video froze.
No.
But nah, go ahead.
I don't think AJ's winning this match. I think this ends up in a DQ.
Okay.
Somebody gets involved, like a Natty or probably Maxine Dupree or somebody gets involved in this and causes probably AJ the match or something like that, or attacks Becky or whatever the case is, have her keep her belt, whatever the case is. Yeah, I just see it going that way. And then I just see AJ and Becky at WrestleMania, for the title. That's the way that goes.
Stretching it out and getting a second match at Mania, pretty much.
Yeah, That's the way that goes.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a good payday too there for Becky. Dude, I know, like, I seem distracted. Dude, I'm on my phone here. I'm looking. Dude, one of my followers here is posting. She went apparently tonight here in LA. Cardi B had a show.
Oh, yeah, her concert tour is going on right now.
Ain't she like pregnant, dude? She's out here like twerking and on stage. What's going on here? No, for
Listen,
real.
Cardi is something different, boy. She'll get out there.
Though, right? She's pregnant for sure.
Yeah, she'll get out there pregnant. She'll get out there if she in a hospital bed or something like that. Yeah, she do not care.
I mean, she looked good. She on here. I'm watching some of the videos here while you're talking, but yeah. But anyway, not to get sidetracked. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Cardi B, though, man. But what else we have here tonight? So I'm gonna go back to some of my key points. Well, obviously, let's talk about this crate, dude. This crate pops up. This mystery crate. This
about to say that
Call of Duty drop in. Adam Pearce is this random crate. I don't even know. All we know is Adam Pearce is walking in the back. This random crate gets dropped off. One of the workers is back there. Adam Pearce asks him, like, what's this big ass crate doing on stage? And all it says is do not open until 2/28, which is the Elimination Chamber date. And is there a person in it, or like what's in there? What do you think is in there?
I'm not gonna speculate.
No, he tells them, hey, send that shit, pack it back in the truck, and send it to SmackDown. So they're gonna mess with us again Friday with this crate.
Either
the crate. You know what they should do?
Right.
The crate should make its way around to every brand. So like when it goes on SmackDown,
right?
Then Nick Aldis is like, I don't want that shit. Send it to NXT. Send it to NXT. Then the Tuesday, because that would be the Tuesday before. You know what I mean? And then it's on NXT on Tuesday. And then we don't see it again till like obviously the Chamber. That would be funny. Everybody keeps just sending it to the next place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I don't want to.
I mean, what do you? Obviously, I don't want to. I think I sound stupid because like it's not a person. Because obviously not. I mean, it's not. It's something in there, but it's not a person, maybe per se. But
no, I don't think it's. Well, you know what? The reveal part could be a person. So when that time comes, they can put the person in the box.
But you expect us to believe that a person is living in this box until 2/28?
No.
Are you? Maybe you're saying no. I think what you're saying is that the box is a symbol of what's to come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But the person, whoever's supposed to be in there will be in there when it's time.
Yeah, when it's time. So
maybe I can see that. Like,
they're gonna get the person. They're gonna be like, hey, hop in the box on, when the.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. As far as storyline wise,
right?
What do they want us to believe is in there right now? That's what
they're going. That's what they're going to keep a mystery.
So we got masked men and mystery boxes. Come on, man. You know what? That was a missed opportunity. That should have been the title of my pod tonight. Masked men and mystery boxes.
I'm not going to. Ooh, could it be who we think it is?
You're going to say Jericho.
Yeah, but but he just hasn't signed. He just hasn't probably signed just yet, or maybe he did sign and they're just holding it back. And they just put don't open until 2/20. Don't open until 2/28. So, because that's a big, large box. That's a big.
Yeah, it's a big ass box.
Yeah, that's a big, large box.
But now it's going to SmackDown. He said pack it up and send that shit to SmackDown. Like now it's SmackDown's problem.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see. Obviously, we're not gonna find anything out this Friday, but
right.
It'll be funny just seeing it pop up and seeing what Nick Aldis is gonna say.
Right.
And right, he does. But send it back to Raw now. Why he sent it. I told you already. Send it to NXT. Send it to NXT. Send it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy. So now mystery boxes in Mask Man. On top of it, dude. So hey man, shout out to that boy. He got bouncy tonight and bounced his way into the Elimination Chamber. That boy Javon Evans hitting that OG cutter and getting himself in with off the interference from Dragon Lee, who took out Gunther because apparently he's tired of Gunther's shit with Styles. But now, I mean, what are we gonna get? I mean, I don't really care about Gunther versus Dragon Lee because I know that Dragon Lee can't beat Gunther. And I put a good match on, but come on, man.
Here's what I think is gonna happen. I think Gunther is gonna tell Adam Pearce, "Hey, did you see what happened last week? He hit me. He hit me with a ring. He hit Dragon Lee hit. Right? He hit me with a ring bell last week or whatever. I should be in the chamber. What's getting ready to happen is I believe Gunther getting ready to take out the young OG, take his spot in that match.
Oh, and that's gonna set up WrestleMania. Gunther and Javon Evans, that would slap though.
That would go. That would be a good match.
That would slap. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that shit. Damn.
But let's talk about this. Let's talk about because I know Kevin Nash. I know he going through the roof hot right now. Because
oh my god,
he had some words to say earlier about Mr. Javon Evans. He called him a Bojangles. That's what he referred to him as, a Bojangles.
It was an old school reference.
It was an old school.
Yeah, because Bojangles back in the day, like the restaurant.
Right. But so he referred to him that. They got the internet going crazy because
I've been debating with people today online about
it. Got the internet going crazy right now. Could he use a better choice of words?
He could have. I have met and partied once with Kevin Nash, and he is cool. He's not racist.
Yeah.
He's cool. Not. I mean, I just feel like, and I said this to somebody a little earlier. Kevin Nash is from like the old school, where back in the day you could say shit like that and nobody really cared.
Yeah.
Like this generation is too soft. Like you say something, it's like, oh, it gets blown out of proportion. Like I'm pretty sure Javon is not taking offense to it.
No.
And like so whatever. Like again, it's these fickle ass fans that always want to come in and say, you know what? I say that shit so much that I gotta make it fickle fans and whatever. But no, dude, whatever, dude. Like, it's just noise. Like, but yeah, you gotta be careful what he says because if you say the wrong thing,
these fans is gonna blow up.
Something people want to try to make it something that it's not. Like,
right.
If it was a black wrestler that said it, no one would have cared.
Right.
Nobody would have said nothing. But now you want to try to make everything racist and pull the race card, whatever. Like, that's not even getting no airtime on here, man. I don't care about that. Like, whatever, he's fine. Like Kevin Nash. Sometimes he can be. I will say this about Kevin Nash. The only thing about Kevin Nash is sometimes he can be overcritical of like the product, as far as like who's doing what moves or storylines or whatever. But that's just like a lot of legends like him, people like that. Sometimes they'll get on there and say a little bit too much as far as that. But as far as the other crap go, like he's fine. Whatever. Dude.
Yeah, he cool.
It's just a bunch of clowns out here making noise, dude. But hey, man, shot with me on this one, man. Remember, hey, I did finally get ready. I'm tongue twisted tonight. I'm tired and tongue twisted. But I did get to finish watching TNA No Surrender. So Jody Threat getting a push and a shot at the Knockouts Women's Championship. Trey Miguel, new international champion. But check it out, man. When the TNA president, who's normally at ringside during some of the bigger shows, And I mean, that's cool, but I don't know who. First of all, this guy, I know, I know this. No, he's cool. Silver's cool. But the only thing is that I mean, it was a big night. It was a big pay-per-view. They actually had a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot. They had a decent amount of celebrities in the crowd. But the thing is, I think like Jelly Roll was there. Jelly Roll was there.
Yeah, Jelly Roll was there. Which I was, you know what? I was actually surprised Jelly Roll was there because I was like,
he's more like a WWE guy.
But yeah,
he's a wrestling fan.
He can come too because
I mean, and TNA is working with WWE.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. TNA is working with WWE,
and he's not whatever. But he was there, and then Teddy Swims came out there. That was pretty cool. But then so Silver gets in the ring, and I think he might have did this like twice or at least twice. I saw him do it. So when Trey Miguel won, he gets in there and like he gets in there to put the belt around his waist, which is fine.
Yeah.
But first of all, he's all struggling, fighting for his life to get it on there. And then when he does get it on there, it's still not right. It's like to the side, like the whole belt is pointing.
I gotta go back and really watch that.
Nah, you go watch him. He struggles to get. He almost dropped it. I don't know if he was nervous or whatever. And it was just so awkward or whatever. And then he left it. He's like, you know what, screw it. Okay, I got it. And then he let him straighten it out. The Trey Miguel now has the belt around his waist. Trey Miguel walks away from him and goes to the corner to pose to the crowd, takes the belt and fixes it himself, and then takes it off anyway and does his little thing. But when they got to the middle, and I was like, first of all, dude, like, if you're not gonna do it right, don't do it at all. And the second, who do you think you are? Like, you ain't Dana White. Like, this ain't this ain't the UFC.
It's become a
belt on him like it was the UFC.
Like, and see, it's become a staple. We seen Triple H do it. Now we seen.
Sometimes it's very rare though. It'll be like a world title or a big event.
Yeah. He'll do it like during Saudi Arabia or something like that.
Yeah, like the crown jewel.
Crown jewel. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we see that, happen.
Dude, this is No Surrender, and what are you doing?
Yeah, I know. That's what I.
He came in there at least twice. I'm like, this guy again. Hey, he's funny, man. I like him. He's a funny ass dude. And then we saw Mickie James return to start a program. So she's gonna be getting up in there again pretty soon. Looks like she's gonna probably end up starting a program with Ash by Elegance. So Mickie James back. Dude, impressive. She came in there and she was throwing bows and kicking with heels on, dude. Came in there.
Yeah, Mickie can go still.
Yeah.
I thought she was supposed to be retired, but that's another story for another day.
He's making another run or whatever. So
I guess he's doing another run.
Then my boy Mance Warner back on TV. He looked great. The only thing is you got him in here against this 99-year-old Jerry Mike Jackson. I was like, what is going on?
I have to go back and watch that match.
Only TNA are they gonna get away with booking a senior citizen on pay-per-view? I was like, what is even happening? But he was
hitting the moves though.
Yeah, so, he was.
So it reminds me. So it reminds me of like the Rock and Roll Express. Like, I forgot one of them name, but it reminds me of him because they used to. They were wrestling in TNA at like one point in time, but. When they get when I saw that, I was like, this is some wild stuff.
And then he had that little patch of hair in the back, like that shit was funny, bro. That whole thing was straight comedy, dude. Only in TNA where that shit you get away with that, something like that.
Yeah, you'll never see that in a WWE ring. There is no legal way.
Like, dude, WWE wouldn't even allow something like that on their house show. Like, not even on a house show. Not even on, like, a pre-show dark match.
Right.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Eric Young, successful over BDE. BDE had an amazing match, though. He was the early aggressor in this match, coming out during Eric Young's entrance just coming out there hitting a dive on the outside of the ring on BDE there. So I was very impressed, especially his one spot that he had when BDE hit the Canadian Destroyer. That was a dope ass spot, bro.
Right.
And yeah, that was a dope ass spot. BDE hitting the Canadian Destroyer there. So he had, I mean, he can go for honestly, he really can go. But of course, Eric Young gets the win over this one. And then the bigger news here, dude, Ariana Grace coming out there and winning the women's championship, defeating Yeling Lee, winning the championship using the stolen snake puppet that she stole from Santino, her dad.
I like it. I liked it a lot. Like you were saying the other time on the podcast, you thought she was using Santino or whatever just to get to the championship, and that's exactly what she did. So big ups to doing that. And then maybe we can see where it goes from here. So
yep. And then also I see them taking this opportunity to develop a babyface Stacks possibly, because Stacks losing his championship, and the whole time here's Ariana, talking about doing the right thing or whatever, and then she doesn't do anything to help Stacks retain his championship, but then still expects Stacks to drags him out there to help her win her championship, right? And I could see maybe them taking an opportunity to build a babyface Stacks off of this story as well.
Yeah, they probably are. This is where the breakup probably comes in, and then she goes her way, he goes his way, whatever the case is, and then they're going on a singles run.
Yeah, I like Stacks to go on. Well, he was the pretty already up there, but I like him now to maybe make a run for that X Division championship.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to Ariana Grace, new champion, and then of course she's working with Sonya Deville, who and this is, dude, they always build the storyline where there's always somebody that's coming in trying to tell Santino what to do. This is like the second time in a row. Like, come on, this guy already got rid of Robert Stone, and now here comes Sonya Deville trying to run the show. Like every time it's somebody trying to take over.
I like Sonya Deville in the manager spot. We gonna see where that goes with her, whether she's gonna like maybe get back in the ring here in the next few maybe pay-per-views or whatever the case is. And I definitely could see that. Probably to take over probably the managerial role, probably maybe her and Santino have a little gimmick match or something for the TNA role. I think that's going to be coming down the line probably very soon here. So we shall see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something to see what they. I mean, right now with them, like I said before, TNA got some decent storylines. I'm into the Ariana Grace storyline. I'm actually even in a little bit in now with the Eric Young and the BDE thing going on. We saw Leon Slater successful in the tag team match. He showed out. The Hardys and the Righteous got their thing going on. That was pretty cool. So overall, it was a solid ass pay-per-view, man. They always put on decent pay-per-view.
Oh yeah. And just found out a couple of things. If y'all out there wanting to meet any of the AEW wrestlers, TNA wrestlers, whatever the case is, throw that out for WrestleMania week, WrestleCon. They got them. Let's see, they got the Hardys on the schedule. They got the Acclaim on the schedule so far. They got the newly signed, well, not signed yet. Let me say, hold my horses. Nikki and I'm not talking about the Bella twins, but the new signee. She's gonna be a part of WrestleCon. So got a few other people on the schedule. So that's gonna be pretty cool that weekend. So of course, check that out.
Okay, yeah, man. Shout out to WrestleCon. Did I go with you to the first one?
No, you went to the one
that one don't count. The one you sent me to, that one. But I think we went together to one too, though.
Yeah, man.
Didn't we go to one together? We did go to one together.
No, we never went to one together. No.
Who the hell was I with, man? I was in there. I went to a WrestleCon with somebody, and I saw. Damn, maybe I wasn't with you. No, maybe I'm thinking it could have been me and Grice.
Yeah, probably was Bryce. Yeah, it was.
And I'm coming to old man, guys. I can't remember nothing. But anyways, that is all the time we have tonight. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. We're gonna get up out of here, wrap it up. We're gonna see you guys again Friday for the Friday pod. Gonna have the SmackDown results for you guys. We're gonna see if the mystery crate actually gets shipped over there to Nick Aldis and the crew. Right. And maybe the Masked Man pops up again. Who knows what is in store for SmackDown? We will find out. And whatever does happen, we will have it all for you here right after, live on the Trell Count. So until next time, you guys have an amazing week. Shout out to everybody. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, we will see you. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
All right.
And we are up out of here.